Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So, The Last Jedi is trending on Twitter, and you're probably wondering, why is The Last Jedi trending on Twitter? Well, since The Rise of Skywalker is coming out in theaters soon, well, in fact, just a week actually, there have been a lot of people going around, and oh boy, looks like they're starting to really do their best to just defend The Last Jedi because, The Last Jedi wasn't bad in their opinion. That, oh, God. Cannot say how much I hate that movie. But, thing is that you have people coming out, you have Marvel writers, you have journalists. They are all coming out to try to defend this trash fire of a movie. I mean, this person right here, Dana Schwartz, this is the lead writer for She-Hulk. People were worried about how She-Hulk may be woke. It's looking more like it looks like Phase 4 of Marvel is gonna be the wokening. So many people are worried. So this is what she had to say.
All of the people writing me incredibly detailed and elaborate emails about why I'm wrong about The Last Jedi don't seem to understand how few F's I give about them.
Yeah, see, that's definitely not the way that you talk to fans. I mean, with a show like She-Hulk is coming up on Disney Plus, and she's talking like this. Let's see how well that viewership goes. But many of these writers and journalists are coming out right now to basically do what they've been doing for almost the past 2 years now, and that is just defend The Last Jedi to the grave and basically just try to say it was all the fans' fault, that the fans are the reason that that movie actually was terrible. It was not actually Rian Johnson or Kathleen Kennedy. And they've been going on tirades, rants. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, we already know that the rumors for the Rise of Skywalker, they have basically been confirmed. Don't worry, I will not spoil anything for those who probably don't want to be spoiled. But, oh, that movie, oh no, it's just looking like a disaster. Just, no. Just terrible disaster. But the thing is, of course, damage control is already being done and the movie's not even out yet. And of course, The Last Jedi, there's a bunch of praise being thrown around by these shills that are shilling hard for Disney because, when they do this kind of stuff, what do they get? They get rewards like Blu-rays early, or they get to see the films early, or they get to go to the theme parks for free. They're trying to basically just get that good old free Disney stuff, free merchandising and free rides and everything like that. So they are trying to do their best to just shill as hard as possible for Disney and Star Wars right now. And it is completely ridiculous. There's another situation in terms of Disney that I'm going to cover probably within the next couple of days. It's pretty bad, but you see all these things like
the middle section is the hardest one. JJ left him with Han dead and Luke effed off to an island. And Ryan set up a compelling film and asked new questions about the Star Wars universe, not the same old, this is good and this is bad.
Of course, trying to defend Rian Johnson. Rian Johnson, for those who do not know, Rian Johnson wrote his script out and didn't even know the ending to The Force Awakens, mind you. I mean, yeah, Jar Jar Abrams did a terrible job, in my opinion, with The Force Awakens, but Rian Johnson did a terrible job in the fact that he didn't even know the direction of where the movie was going, and he just kind of went with it. I mean, that's bad. But then again, Lucasfilm, I think, was bad for trying to hire different directors for each movie because it should just be done by one movie so that one person can plan it all out. But Jar Jar Abrams isn't a very good director, so it wouldn't have been good regardless, at least in my opinion.
Legendary Jedi Luke Skywalker faced off an entire First Order army by himself, and the myth and legend of that moment inspires the resistance in children around the galaxy. And some children might have the power he did. How do you not have chills?
Um, you know, Episode 4, if I recall, I think Obi-Wan said that everyone could use the Force, that every living being had this capability. You don't pay attention to Star Wars, do you, miss? Because I don't think you do. I don't think she does. I mean, every living being could use the Force. They just have to be trained in it. I mean, come on. And that ending to that movie was garbage. They destroyed and desecrated Luke Skywalker's character from one of hope to just one of just losing everything. Just basically becoming a space hobo on an island in the middle of nowhere because he's afraid of his terrible wannabe edgelord emo nephew that he just basically lost faith in right away because he sensed that he had the dark side in him. That's terrible because he never gave up on his father. I mean, his father had turned to the dark side, threw away his former self, was no longer Anakin Skywalker but Darth Vader, never gave up hope on his father, and in the end was still able to save him. You mean to tell me that Luke Skywalker would give up from fighting one of the strongest beings in the galaxy to being afraid of his nephew just because he senses the dark side in him? You mean to tell me that's your excuse? That's a terrible excuse if one I've ever heard. And by the way, I want to make a shout out here. Geekdom 101. I saw him in the thread and I was like, hey man, shout out to you because Geekdom is trying to set these shills straight. He's over here letting them know that The Last Jedi was a terrible movie and that, everything that happened in that movie never should have happened. So shout out to you, Geekdom. Shout out indeed, man. So I just had to make a short little shout out to Geekdom 101. So that was awesome, seeing him actually fight against these shills. But here's the thing. You have journalists over here also from Nerdist, and this one right here, Lindsay Romaine, which just made an article, and this is what she had to say. I had some things to say about today's discourse. And then, of course, there's this long article about why The Last Jedi was good in her opinion, why she liked this movie, and why the fans are wrong, and why the fans are awful. I mean, it is long. It is just idiotic. It's just really terrible article. It's awful. Garbage tier article. And so I'll just pan over to it for just a quick second. But here is what the title of the article is. The Last Jedi didn't break Star Wars. It saved it. This is... I'm sorry. It didn't save Star Wars. No. You are very vastly incorrect. It killed Star Wars. It was so bad that Darth Plagueis wouldn't even be able to bring this thing back to life. I mean, that's how bad this is. Now, while you have things that are, from what I hear, I have not checked it out, so I can't say, like The Mandalorian, which I've heard a lot of good things about, a lot of praise. I will eventually check it out. But aside from The Mandalorian and Rogue One, because, I've seen Rogue One, I can say what I thought about that one, and it was okay. It was passable, and definitely by far the best Disney Star Wars movie. By far not in the best Star Wars movie category, but Rogue One is still good. It's still passable as a decent movie, so there's that. But when it comes to this, in which The Rise of Skywalker, those rumors are so bad because they've been confirmed as true. And this movie is going to be nothing more than a trash fire, and the media right now, they're freaking out over this. They're trying to defend The Last Jedi still. Obviously, to no avail and just making them all look like a bunch of idiots. But the other thing is that they're already trying to create damage control for The Rise of Skywalker. And I'm not even kidding you. There are articles out there that are already saying that even if The Rise of Skywalker is good or bad, it doesn't matter because the fans will ruin it, that they will destroy it. They are already throwing the fans under the bus, and this movie isn't even out yet. This is how bad a damage control they are already trying to do for this movie that hasn't even come out yet. And it was never the fans that destroyed or damaged Star Wars. It was Kathleen Kennedy, Roundhead Ryan Johnson, and Jar Jar Abrams. We all know who ruined Star Wars. And the shill media can get off of their high horse because The Last Jedi has always been a terrible movie, and it always will be a terrible movie. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Share the video and spread the word and try to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.